Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Hello and good evening. Welcome to the Hangar at Oaks Amusement Park, home of the reigning world champion Rose City Rollers. Thank you all for coming out on this fine Saturday night. As you can probably guess, we got a pretty packed house tonight, so get close, make friends. Raise your hands if it's your first time coming to see some roller derby. All right, welcome, y'all. We got some folks wandering around who can explain the game. If you don't see any of them, ask your neighbors. Hopefully they know. We'll try to explain some things from up here. Get started, I'd like everybody to thank all the volunteers who make this possible. This does not happen without volunteers. And also, please, a big thank you to our officiating crew on skates and off. And before we get started, just a couple housekeeping things. Please stay on your side of the black bumpers. Colliding with the skaters is not a fun thing. And during the jams, please, if you're standing up, don't walk in front of everybody who's trying to watch. Wait till in between the jams. There's a good 30 seconds there to get to your seats. And yeah, let's get this thing going. My name is Puns and Roses. I'm joined by HP Shovecraft and Toe Furious. And Shovecraft, who you got for us?
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the Emerald City Roller Derby All-Stars! Number 005 is Anamato Plawia. Number 2 is Lantuna. 113 is Block and Roll. 12 is Cobra Kai. 33 is Skinner. Number 4 is the Slay Station. 49 is Pow Wow. 511 is Hard Knock Hints. 617 is Nymphadora Stomps. 76 is Dropkick Daisy. Number 8 is Slapcat. 88 is Ice Hole. 96 is Tempo Tantrum. 969 is Cutthroat Cali. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the visiting Emerald City Roller Derby All-Stars.
And introducing in the red and the black, the Break Neck Betties. Number 1920, Susan B. Animosity. 210, Tenacity. 300, Carl. 31, Toxic Haste. Number 13, Bleeda Kahlo. 615, Jaws 2, Lady Jaws. 666, Smelter Skelter. Wearing number 71, Freddie Her Fury. Number 80, Angela Death. Wearing number 9, your mom's favorite. Number 93, Fira Nerys. And last but not least, 426, Ripley. Give it up for the Break Neck Betties. All right. As we get started, for y'all who've never seen this before, when the teams take the track, there's going to be 2 skaters, one from each team, that will have a star on their helmets. The people with the stars on their helmets, they are called jammers. Their job is to score points. They score points by lapping blockers in the pack. So all the folks without stars, they're called the blockers. Their job is to play offense and defense at the same time. They want to get their jammer through the pack, stop the opposing jammer. And they're off. And Carl quickly through. Without a penalty is designated the lead jammer. You can see there's a ref pointing at Carl. That point says you are the lead jammer. Carl has now re-entered the pack, is lapping people, and just scored 4 points. Meanwhile, Ice Hole has taken off the star, edging to the front of the pack, still on the initial pass. And there goes Carl for another 4 points.
The Jammers are the only skaters on the track that can score points. They're also the only skaters on the track that can call off the jam. Unless the Jammers call off the jam will go for a total of 2 minutes in length.
And only the lead jammer has that ability. And there goes Carl. Taps her hips 4 times, calls the jam, and it is over. So there y'all go. Roller derby, the quick and dirty version. All right, taking that jam line. We have in the red, Tenacity. And in the green, Nymphadora Stomps. Tenacity working in the front of the pack. Makes a cut to the inside, is lead jammer.
Nymphadora Stomps on an initial pass. It's only on the second pass that you pick up points, and a huge hit there on the inside.
Tenacity was looking for that inside lane. Powwow just stuffed that. And Nymphadora Stomps out on the initial pass.
4 points on the last pass for Tenacity, looking to add to that total. Calling off the jam, that is shoulders to hips, shoulders to hips.
That's what I call calling the jam with authority. Yeah, I like this guy. All right, we got Freddie Her Fury in the red and Cobra Kai in the green. Cobra Kai sweeps to the outside, is stopped.
All right,
forearm call on Freddie Her Fury. This is now a power jam for Cobra Kai.
Penalties put you in the box for 30 seconds, at which time you'll be released. And right now it is pack advantage for Eugene, meaning they have more blockers on the track than the Betties do.
Strong defense by the Betties.
Oh, that was the jammer. She was sitting in the wrong chair. No, she wasn't. She was sitting in the right chair. That's right there, you touch it.
Freddie Herfury out of the penalty box, engaged with the front of that pack. The pack can only go so far. That's why you see skaters bridging out there.
They have to keep the pack within 10 feet of the biggest mass of blockers from both teams. Cobra Kai still trying to fight out of the back of the pack through the Betties.
Freddie Herfury out on the initial pass. Is not lead jammer because of that penalty, but still able to score points.
Without a lead jammer, the clock will go for the entire 2 minutes of the jam.
And we have had a star pass. So if you're wondering about the blockers with a stripe on their helmet, they are called the pivot. They are the only skaters who can take the star from the jammer. In this case, Skinner did take that star, is now jammer of record for Emerald City, and scores a point.
Hey, we'd like to thank Tonkin.com for sponsoring our jammer line this evening. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
For those of you at home, green tops are Emerald City Roller Derby. Red tops are the Break Neck Betties. 1 for Emerald City, 25 for the Break Neck Betties, and we've got 24:57 on the clock.
And we have Powwow in the green for Emerald City and Angela Death in the red for the Betties. Angela Death getting some offensive help from Fira Nerys. And Powwow is through first, is your lead jammer.
We have a direction of gameplay call there, sending a blocker to the box. That was the pivot for Emerald City.
And there's the call off.
All right, thirsty Derby fans, Underwood wines are now available at the bar. Single serving cans of Pinot Noir and Pinot Gris, or a double serving can of Rosé Bubbly. Check it out at the bar.
Pack advantage for the next jam, favoring the Betties with 2 Emerald City blockers in the box, including their pivot.
All right, we will see Skinner take the line for Emerald City and Carl for the Betties.
Skinner knocked out of bounds, has to come in behind the blocker that took her out or face a 30-second penalty on the box for cutting the track.
Oh, Skinner jumping through backwards is free.
Good hit there in turn 2, and calling off the jam is Carl.
Hey, and speaking of adult beverages, don't forget Bud Light. Grab 1 or 2 at the bar. Dilly dilly.
All right, next up we got Cobra Kai in the green, Tenacity in the red. Penalty box is empty. 5-on-5 on the track.
Tenacity trying that ECRD wall at the front, finds space on the inside line. It picks up lead jammer for the Betties.
Oh, big offense there. Almost freeing Cobra Kai. Directional play penalty sends Slapcat to the box.
Tenacity finding space once again on the inside line for a 4-point pass, up to 8 on the jam.
Emerald City losing blockers now, 4-2 pack advantage. We've got a star pass to Tempo Tantrum.
Cobra Kai last line of defense there for Emerald City. Getting through was Tenacity, picking up 4 points on the pass, up to 16 on the jam.
Tempo Tantrum re-engaging the pack. Forced out and recycled all the way back by your mom's favorite.
Tenacity causing some chaos in turn 1, and she is through for 4 points.
And that's a penalty on Tempo Tantrum. Power jam now for Tenacity.
Power jam occurs when we have only one jammer on the track. The Betties will start the next jam with the only jammer on the track.
New beer alert. Ninkasi is now being served at the Derby. Check it out. Prismatic IPA or yours truly easy drinking ale. Get on down to the bar and get yourself a cold one.
All right. That is almost a full 6-pack in that Bud Light penalty box. It is now going to be a full 6-pack. That's something you don't see very often. Quick jammer, do-si-do.
Tempo Tantrum not required to spend the entire 30 seconds in the penalty box because the Betties jammer, Freddie Herfury, went to the box. They switch out, putting Tempo Tantrum back on the track.
All right. Lead jammer to Tempo Tantrum. Here comes the Betties offense.
Smelter Skelter holding down the wall for the Betties.
Tough triangle at the front. And both teams losing blockers again.
Pack shrinking once again. Freddie Herfury trying to find her way out in turn 1.
And cut track on Freddie Herfury. Power jam again for Tempo Tantrum and Emerald City.
Opportunity here for ECRD to put some points on the board. Electing to call off that jam to start with a power jam on the very next time out.
8:08. Food so good it straight broke the mouth. 2 locations, Burnside and Woodstock.
All right, next up we got Ice Hole as the sole jammer. 3-2 pack advantage for the Betties right now.
Betties right now trying to kill this penalty and get their jammer back on the track.
Jaws 2 with the force out and recycle. Ice Hole now stuck deep in that pack. And Freddie Herfury out of the penalty box, snags that lead jammer. And that is a back block penalty on Freddie Herfury.
Contact between the straps in the back will put you in the box for 30 seconds.
So there will be no lead jammer on this. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. Betty's defense not giving anything to Ice Hole.
Great push in turn 2 as both teams trying to grind out some space in the straightaway.
And we've had a star pass to Powwow. Freddie Herfury back on the track and into the teeth of that Emerald defense.
And without a lead jammer, this will go for the entire 2 minutes once again, which, if you're wearing a star, is kind of tiring.
Yes, it is.
Helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life. It's WSL Leadership Coaching. Could it be any more awesome than being at roller derby on Saturday night?
No.
I'm just asking. Maybe we should ask WSL Leadership Coaching. They probably know.
This is the spot. We've got 10 for the team in green. That is ECRD for those of you at home. Break Neck Betties at 83 in red.
And Angela Death, power start. Finds just enough space on the outside, grabs lead jammer. Oh, huge hit there from Dropkick Daisy to force out and recycle on AD.
Great moves in turn 2 to free up Angela Death, who is out for a 4-point pass.
And there's the recycle on Powwow.
All skaters on the track. This is a time to remember, a special moment, if you will.
And there's 49 out on the initial. And there's the call up from Angela Death.
All right, fans. Now I know you got to be getting thirsty. Head on down to the bar for some Two-Town cider. Damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. That's Two-Town cider.
And we would like to give a big birthday shout out to Jules Van Zandt. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And we have a team timeout being called by Emerald City.
All right, that's a good time to remind everyone, if you want to go out after the game to this evening, party on with the Break Neck Betties and the Emerald City Girls after party bout tonight at Nightlight Lounge. DJ Agent Meow will be there spinning the tunes, and they'll have $5 Knuckleberry Punch. Come on out and party with your favorite.
And just a reminder, at halftime, we will be having the raffle drawing, so get your tickets while you still can. $1 for one ticket, $5 gets you 10, 20 gets you your height or a height of a tall friend. Oh, that's very sweet. Little jammer hug there right before the start between Carl and Nymphadora Stomps. And we have now gone to an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by Trailhead Credit Union, the official sponsor of all official timeouts. Officially.
Officially.
And they're back. Both jammers hitting the back of the pack hard. And Carl heading to the box. Nymphador stomps, recycled to the back.
Contact initiated with the head is what it looked like for Carl. 30 seconds in the box, which means, once again, Eugene with an opportunity to put some points up with only one star on the track.
Big offense there coming from Land Tuna and Ice Hole. Nymphador stomps, hits the back of that pack, gets recycled, and there's the call off.
Hey, we'd like to shout it out to Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and proud sponsor of Rose City Rollers.
Once again, for those of you at home, Emerald City is in green. The Break Neck Betties are in red. And we've got 12 for Emerald, 91 for the Betties with 12:35 on the clock.
And next up, we have Cobra Kai as your jammer in green, Tenacity in the red. Tenacity looking for an inside line, gets some help from Toxic Haste.
Cobra Kai trying to make some space in that Betty wall.
Force out and recycle. Long recycle by Block and Roll.
Heads up play forcing Tenacity to go all the way to the end of the pack before re-entering play, or risk taking a cutting the track call in 30 seconds in the box.
Your mom's favorite, playing some offense, separating out that Emerald City defense. And Tox heading to the box.
4-point pass for Tenacity. Tenacity switching into four-wheel drive, backwards, out of the pack.
And we have a star pass to Cutthroat Cali. Just a reminder, y'all, we do have a very packed house tonight, so please scoot together. Make sure that people can sit. I know it's cold out there and y'all probably have coats, but if you can get them on your lap rather than the seat beside you, free up a seat for somebody else, that'd be much appreciated.
The good news is we've got a great crowd, so hello, crowd. Let's make some space.
All right. And Ripley jamming for the first time tonight. Grabs lead jammer.
Powwow out there for ECRD.
Ripley showing some moves.
All right, powwow in the box for ECRD. This is a power jam for the Break Neck Betties. Only one jammer on the track.
Hey, we'd like to give a huge thank you, shout out to our volunteers providing the live Facebook feed this evening. Thanks very much, and everyone at home. Hope you appreciate it. And don't forget, you too can volunteer with the Rose City Rollers. Check it out on our webpage, rosecityrollers.com.
Power jam start for the Betties. ECRD in the box.
And there goes Angela Death. Following a block by Susan B. Animosity, grabs lead jammer.
Betty's doing a great job on offense of making space in the ECRD walls for their jammers.
That fast pack working for AD.
Showing off the footwork, picking up 4 points on the pass for the Betties.
Three-two pack advantage right now for Emerald. Betty's choosing to run this to get their blockers out of the penalty box. Oh, Angela Death. That was a pretty move there.
Full 360, bringing up another 4 points on the pass
John's Landing, Buffalo Gap.
All right, next up, we have Ice Hole in the green, Carl in the red as your jammers. 4-3 pack advantage for Emerald right now.
Carl knocked to the inside.
Nice work there by Lantune on that zone blocking.
Ice Hole jumping back onto the skates, trying to make some space there in the Betty wall. Huge hit, turn 2.
Carl lead jammer, but recycled and reset.
Ice Hole took off the helmet cover, put it back on. Sometimes skaters will elect to do that to avoid detection from the other team.
And late track cut sends Carl to the box, so this will be a 30-second power start for Emerald City.
Let Deb guide you home. Proud realtor sponsor of the Road City Rollers. Check it out and welcome to PDX.com.
Nymphadora Stomps, the only jammer on the track right now.
ECRD trying to make some chaos out there for the jammer through. Betty's trying to kill the penalty.
Doing a good job so far. Nymphadora Stomps. 1 to beat. Oh, now 3 to beat. Nymphadora Stomps going straight through Susan B. Animosity.
Back to 2 jammers on the track as Carl has left the box. Recycled in turn 2.
Nymphadora Stomps pushes through, grabs lead jammer. And that is a back block on Nymphadora Stomps. This jam will go the full 2 minutes.
And Nymphadora Stomps appears to have been called back onto the track.
All right, so Nymphadora Stomps is still lead jammer then.
There's a lot of whistles down there. Sometimes things get crazy.
And some of the refs see things a little bit differently. All right, there's the call off. Different angles make a difference. All right, 3 points for each jammer on that.
The friendly people at Echo Construction Love Custom Motion and Remodeling.
Once again, outline green and what's in red. That is 18 and ECRD 25.
Oh, Tenacity tiptoeing backwards. Gets forced out and recycled.
Skinner trying to make lead jammer for ECRD, but Tenacity already got out the front of the pack.
But Tenacity is recycled. And there's the call off. Great work by the Emerald City defense there.
Our Jammer line this evening is brought to you by Tonkin.com. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away. Tonkin.com.
And we've got Cobra Kai, Freddie Herfury as your jammers. Freddie Herfury escorted to the inside of that pack.
It's 5-on-5 down in turn one. Lots of bodies on the track.
Big waterfall on Freddie Herfury. Pack extending. Moving into that second straightaway. Freddie Herfury, your lead jammer. And high block call on Cobra Kai.
Making this a power jam for Freddie Herfury and the Betties.
Force out and recycle by Cutthroat Cali.
Heads up play, trying to kill penalty the same way that the Betties have done tonight on several occasions.
All right, fans, halftime coming up. Don't forget to head down to the bar, get yourself an Underwood wine, maybe a Bud Light. How about an Ninkasi? Maybe a damn fine cider from Two Town Cider. Check them all out at the bar.
Power start for Angela Death. Angela Death looking for an outside edge. Nymphadora stomps, shuts that down.
And ECRD swarming to try to hold Angela Death inside the pack.
Angela Death one to beat now. Angela Death now your lead jammer. Smelter Skelter heading to the penalty box. Well, that was pretty.
Wow.
Angela Death, a transplant. Prior to skating here, skated in Denver.
Some big hits there. Angela Death, though, fights to the front of the pack. Cobra Kai still struggling at the back of that pack up against Ripley and company. Jaws 2 with the recycle.
Angela Death out for 4 points. Taking her up to 16 on the jam.
Slapcat with some offense. And Cobra Kai sweeps the leg, is through on the initial.
Cobra Kai sweeps the leg.
We are at halftime. All right, we got a pyramid going over here. All right, which one of you is the engineer? Oh, there's the face of confidence right there. Sessions. Grab some merch. See you soon.
All right, we're getting ready for the second period of play. We've got 18 on the board for the team in green. These are the Emerald City Roller Derby. Team in red are the Break Neck Betties at 147.
And a big thank you to Painmaker for bringing the tunes tonight.
First period saw a lot of penalty killing from the Betties and a lot of point scoring from their jammers. Opportunity here for Emerald City to get some points on the board. Maybe they made some halftime adjustments.
We shall see. We'll be starting with Nymphadora Stomps in the green, and in the red, jamming for the first time, your mom's favorite. Star pass immediately to Tenacity. Well, there's some trickery you don't usually see. And Nymphadora Stomps is your lead jammer. Tenacity in that pack and scoring right now. Nymphadora Stomps coming in on a scoring pass as well.
ECRD could pick up some more points here. Been on a little bit of a drought for points.
Cutthroat Cali with that long drawback on Tenacity.
Cutthroat Cali's been skating for a long time, both here and in Bend. MRDA as well as WFTDA.
All right, and there's the call-off. 4 in the air for both teams.
Visit Portland's best new brunch spot and proud Rose City Roller sponsor, the Jam on Hawthorne.
All right, next up, we got Ice Hole and Angela Death. And a pivot line start. What's this insanity?
Betty's enjoying a one blocker advantage as Angela Death flies through the inside line for lead jammer.
Ice Hole fakes to the outside, bounces back in. Oh, AD.
Bringing the very best of classic and modern cinema to Portland, it's Laurelhurst Theater and Pub.
Oh, I like that theater. All right, next up, in the green, Hard Knock Hints. In the red, Freddie Herfury. Once more, that 4-3 pack advantage for the Betties.
Freddie Herfury grabbing lead jammer in turn 1 with a nice twist to the inside.
Hard Knock Hints. Working outside, working inside. Just finding no room against that Betty's defense.
Four more points for Freddie Herfury.
Dropkick Daisy and company. Slowing down Freddie Herfury at the top of that apex. Tox coming in with the offense. And there's the big recycle on Freddie.
Hard Knock Hints trying to get something going. Dragged back by your mom's favorite.
And Hard Knock Hints is through on the initial, and there's the call off from Freddie.
All right, Derby fans, don't forget tomorrow we have a juniors daytime doubleheader. Fun for the whole family. Come on out and watch the Daughters of Doom versus the Killer Bees, followed up by the Death Scar Derby Droids and the Undead Avengers. That's tomorrow right here at the Hangar. Come on out and check out the future of roller derby.
I'm looking forward to be back and calling that one with you, Till Furious.
You bet. It'll be a lot of fun. Come on out and join us.
All right, next up we got in the green, Nymphadora Stomps. In the red, Carl. Nymphadora Stomps running into Smelter Skelter and company at the back of that pack.
Cutthroat Cali with the recycle.
And Carl bouncing to the front. Packy Sten's got to let her go, though. Carl provides her own cheering section.
Seems to be the straightaway between turn 4 and 1.
Betty's down to 2 blockers now. Nymphadora Stomps lowering the shoulder on Ripley. Ripley and Jaws too, though. Gotta let Nymphadora Stomps go.
Nymphadora Stomps with an opportunity here to pick up points unless Carl calls no.
Betty's running this jam to clear the box a little bit. Nymphadora Stomps trying the call off, but is not lead jammer. And there is that call off. 4 for Emerald City, 3 for the Betties.
5 minutes to burgers, beer, and bottomless fries. Killer Burger.
Or as I like to think of it, Killer Burger, my lunchtime stop before a Sunday doubleheader.
Back to the track for ECRD is Ice Hole.
And
Out
Tenacity. Quickly through for lead jammer.
Both jammers out now on their initial passes, an opportunity to pick up points as they hit the pack, and a huge hit from Tenacity.
Hey, we'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors, Myopic Optometry and Sisu Mouth Guards.
Once again, for those of you at home, the green team is ECRD. The red team is the Break Neck Betties. 26-170 in the Betties' favor.
All right. And Skinner. Great inside move there. Is your lead jammer.
And this is the first lead of the second half for ECRD, possibly the game.
And there's the call off. Emerald snagging one.
WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life.
And we got Nymphadora Stomps, Freddie Herfury as your jammers. That Bud Light penalty box is empty for now. And that is a back block on Freddie Herfury. Power jam for Nymphadora Stomps. Ice Hole trying to clear a lane for, Ice Hole grabbing a penalty. And there's lead jammer, Nymphadora Stomps.
ECRD with lead jammer on back-to-back jams. And let's see if Emerald City can get something going on this power jam.
Susan B. Animosity with a great hit, but Nymphadora Stomps phenomenal balance, shrugging that hit off and grabbing 4 points. Lantuna with the force out and drawback on Freddie Herfury. Freddie Herfury using the cap and the threat of that star pass. Finds a lane. And there's the call off.
Hey, we'd like to shout out to Oaks Amusement Park, right here, home of the Rose City Rollers and a place to purchase all your Derby gear. That's Oaks Amusement Park.
Carl back on the track for the Betties, and that is Tempo Tantrum for ECRD.
Carl coming around on the outside, right into the teeth of that defense, bounces and grabs lead jammer.
Tempo Tantrum looking for a little help from her wall.
That green wall at the front, holding down on Carl. Bleedicalo with the offense.
Dropkick Daisy in the box for ECRD.
Hey, we'd like to thank a couple more of our sponsors, the Portland Mercury and Shebop.
Blocker advantage favoring the Break Neck Betties to start this jam.
And they're off. Oh, Skinner evades that defense at the back. And we got a foot race. Both jammers out, both eligible to score. Oh, Skinner dives into the pack, tapping the hips, and snags a point.
Great hustle.
Smart heads-up play.
ISO back to the track for ECRD. Angela Death out there for the Break Neck Betties.
Oh, AD finding that inside lane. Ice hole bouncing off hits.
Angela Death sliding through on the inside line.
Angela Death with the late call off. Burned a few seconds off the clock.
I'd like to thank Tonkin.com for sponsoring our Jammer line this evening. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Angela Death picking up a late contact penalty there. That gives Skinner a power start.
And the Betties trying to contain her in the back of the wall. ECRD looking to help their jammer out.
There we go, block and roll. Able to open just enough of a gap to free Skinner.
Skinner trying to find some space in that Betty's wall, and Angela Death back to the track and on an initial pass.
And there's the call off just in time. And we have an official timeout brought to you by Trailhead Credit Union.
All right, fans, we'd just like to remind you, if you're out drinking an RCR-sponsored beverage or grabbing some grub, show our sponsor some love on social media and tag your photos with hashtag RCRsponsor. You will then be entered to win a pair of VIP tickets to one of our upcoming bouts.
Big shout out to the dapperly dressed Coach Hamtramck of Emerald City. Loving that coat. Not that he's in any way paying attention to what I'm saying.
Also want to do a shout out for Zero Fox in the stands from Cherry City Roller Derby.
And hey, while we're doing the shout outs, we'd like to thank Lori and Chantel all the way from Ottawa, Canada.
Thanks for coming.
Glad you came all this way to watch some awesome roller derby. All right, here we go. Nymphador stomps, Freddie Herfury.
ECRD all walled up at the front, doing a great job of recycling as they try to keep Freddie Herfury under control.
And Nymphador stomps heading out on, I believe, a high block. So this is now a power jam for Freddie Herfury.
And we didn't have a pack for a minute there, so we may lose a blocker.
Both teams losing a blocker. And
Freddie Herfury keeping her skates and picking up 4 points on the way through.
ooh, had 5 skaters in the box for a second there. That is a full penalty box and a diet pack on the track. Nymphador stomps back in on a scoring pass. Also, Freddie Herfury.
Nymphador stomps almost clearing the inside line. Her skate hits the track in the middle.
Great defense there by Ripley denying those points.
Hey, we'd like to thank Secret Aardvark, the local made flavor that kicks you right in the mouth. I put that stuff on everything.
Hey, wait, if we all know about Secret Aardvark, is it still a secret?
Well, not really, but it's still really good.
All right, looks like we got a team timeout for Emerald City Roller Derby. Once again, for those of you at home, green, Emerald City, red, Break Neck Betties. 190-44 with 15:20 remaining in the second period of play.
Hey, fans, still plenty of time to get over to the merch booth. Check out all of our new RCR swag, all kinds of new hats and koozies and T-shirts and merch.
That hat is exquisite.
All right, looks like we may have an official timeout now, and that timeout will be brought to you by Trailhead Credit Union. For all your financial institution needs, check them out, Trailhead Credit Union.
All right. Ice Hole and Tenacity had a little bit of a jammer dance party there, but now behind that Tonky.com jammer line, they are ready for action. Oh, Tenacity. Great toe stop work. Both jammers out.
And now battling for position in turn one is the pack. Tenacity recycled by block and roll.
And ISO back in the pack. Oh, picks up a track cut.
And that box is getting pretty full. We have got short pack on both sides. Tenacity wearing the star she's got.
All right, Tenacity gets forced out and recycled by Cobra Kai, comes back in. And there's the call off.
Like to shout out a couple more of our sponsors, Portland Vital Signs and Kay's Bar.
All right. Angela Death behind the Tonka.com jammer line.
It's like a
Four skaters in that Bud Light penalty box. Oh! AD takes advantage.
Equipment malfunction. We lost the knee pad.
Hopefully no one will need that. Oh, no! Angela Death getting low.
How low can you go?
All right, we got a multiplayer block there, so you cannot link your hands or arms and maintain that if a jammer makes contact.
All right, this is now a power jam for the Betties. And Angela Death taking advantage of that short pack for Emerald City.
Angela Death showing off some fancy skate moves.
And Skinner's like, yep, yeah, that was me. I know.
It's a good effort. Contact below the knee in the box for 30 seconds. And out on the track right now for ECRD for the first time tonight, Cutthroat Cali wearing the star.
And we have an official timeout.
That official timeout being brought to you this evening by Trailhead Credit Union. Give us a minute to thank a couple of other sponsors, Red Bull and Fran's Bakery. Thank you all so much.
All right, and they're off.
Blocker advantage favoring the Betties.
And Freddie Herfury with a nice spin move there. And Cutthroat Cali heading to the box on a penalty. So this is now a power jam for the Betties.
Small wall for ECRD. Two skaters on the track.
Nice work there by Lantuna, slowing down Freddie Herfury.
Two wall is difficult, especially when your jammer's in the box.
And Cutthroat Cali back on the track. And that is a forearm on Freddie Herfury. It's now a power jam for and a track cut on Cutthroat Cali. So this will be a power jam again now just for Freddie Herfury. And this jam will go the full 2 minutes.
Cutthroat Cali only needing to serve the difference in time between penalties served for Freddie Herfury and Cutthroat Cali's penalty.
Talk, Susan B. Animosity opened a lane for Freddie Herfury. Great job by Emerald's defense to form up again.
And attempting to do a long drawback there was Land Tuna for ECRD. Once again, if you're at home, green is ECRD, red are the Break Neck Betties. We've got 9:52 remaining in this one.
All right, Derby fans, good time to remind you tonight, come on out and party with the Break Neck Betties in Emerald City after the bout at Nightlight Lounge. DJ Agent Meow will be spinning the tunes, and they'll also have $5 Knuckleberry Punch. Come on out to the Nightlight Lounge.
So this timeout is now an official review, courtesy of Emerald City.
Emerald City was requesting an insubordination penalty on the red jammer from the last jam. However, multiple referees confirm that the red jammer did exit the track within an acceptable margin of error. Therefore, there will be no call. Emerald City will not retain their review.
All right, thank you very much.
Timeouts can be used to stop play. They can also be used as a gamble with an official review. Winning an official review retains the timeout.
And Tenacity spins to the front, still skating backwards.
ISIL in the box for ECRD. This is a power jam for the Break Neck Betties.
Tenacity getting some big help there. Credit on those points got to go to Smelter Skelter for just creating a huge gap for Tenacity to follow. Oh! Tenacity goes for the apex jump. Shut down. Great work by Hard Knock Hints.
Tenacity trying to find some space in turn 4 and through for 4 points on the pass. ISIL with the jammer cover on.
ISIL with a little shimmy shake. A little jammer on jammer action there.
Good hustle there from Tenacity to get back through for points.
That was a fun jam. I enjoyed that one.
That was a lot of fun. I'd like to thank a couple more of our sponsors, 187 Killer Pads and Vacasa.
All right, next up we got Nymphadora Stomps in the green, Ripley in the red.
Nymphadora Stomps doing a great job of splitting the blockers.
Oh, Ripley taking the hits.
Nymphadora Stomps trying to find some space and turn 4, 1 to beat. And that was Angela Death.
Nymphadora Stomps head to the box on a track cut.
Ripley trying to add to the Betty total in turn 2. Sliding by Cutthroat Callie, picking up 4 points on the pass.
With a shout out to PDX Pipeline and S1 Helmets.
And we have a power start for Tenacity. Comes that Betty's offense, looking to create any sort of lane for Tenacity. And Tenacity track cut.
Opportunity here for ECRD to put some points up. Even up in the pack. Can Team Green get their jammer out?
Well, the Betties are putting a hurt on up at the front. 1 to beat, still 1 to beat. Oh, there we go. Lead jammer Nymphadora Stomps. Oh, Nymphadora forced out. And Tenacity through on the initial now.
Nymphadora Stomps calling off the jam. Not before picking up 4 more points for Emerald City.
All right. Timeout for Emerald City. This is their final timeout. Just a reminder, tomorrow we've got some great juniors action.
And we've got Cobra Kai out there for ECRD. That's Carl for the Break Neck Betties.
And Carl drifts toward the inside, then cuts back, or drifts towards the middle of the track, then cuts back inside, grabs lead jammer.
Your mom's favorite doing a great job of recycling along the straightaway. 4-point pass for Carl.
Emerald City down to one blocker on the track. Cutthroat Cali back on.
And a reminder, Derby fans, in just a couple of weeks, on November 23rd and 24th, we have some more roller derby coming up. Our very own High Rollers versus Los Angeles Angel City Nightmare Squad, and another junior daytime doubleheader featuring the same rose petals and rosebuds. Come on out and join us for some more derby.
Nymphadora stomps back out for ECRD. It's Angela Death for the Break Neck Betties. 3:21 on the clock in this second and final period of play.
Another official timeout being brought to you by Trailhead Credit Union. For all your financial institution needs, check out our good friends over at Trailhead Credit Union.
And Angela Death gets some big help from Bleeda Kahlo and Jaws too. Grabs lead jammer.
Angela Death flying through on the inside line, picking up 4 points with substantial help from her friends.
Big pile up. Angela Death resets. Forearm call on Angela Death.
And that means ECRD with an opportunity to put some points up here. Nymphadora stomps out, not lead. And it looks like we got a low block call against
Jaws
Emerald
too.
City. Sorry, against the Break Neck Betties.
And Freddie Herfury heads to the penalty box. 4-2 pack advantage now. And forearm call on Nymphadora.
Angela Death picking up 4 points on her return from the box.
Block and roll. We're joining the rest of that Emerald City defensive squad.
Pack advantage still with the Break Neck Betties as we enter the last couple seconds of the jam.
Great work by the Betties, creating a gap.
We'd like to have a huge thank you to Voodoo Donuts. Donuts.
Donuts.
We've got Ripley out there for the Betties, and that is Cobra Kai for ECRD. Ripley out first, lead jammer, Break Neck Betties.
And Ripley finding gaps.
Both jammers now out of the pack. Ripley has lead, and time is running down in this one. The jam clock will extend beyond the end of the jam.
And there's the call off. All right.
We have a mascot who's retiring, Break Neck Betties over here. So after we're done with the MVPs, we just like to say a little something and bring her out as a thank you. Yeah, cool, thanks.
All right, that is our official final. 286 for the Betties, 65 for Emerald City. When you all are ready. All right. Betties, thank you so much. Please take a lap. And Emerald City, thank you so much for coming out. Great watching y'all skate. Please take a lap. All right, we will have the presentation of the MVPs here in just a second. All right, Betties, y'all ready for MVPs? All right, who do you have as MVP? Jammer, blocker? Jammer.
Number 8-8.
Ice Hole, MVP Jammer. And MVP blocker?
4-9.
Powwow.
Buns, how are you?
Doing all right.
Who is 6 Vampire?
Oh. No, it's Jaws 2. Yeah. All right, who do you have for MVP Jammer?
Tenacity.
Tenacity. And MVP blocker?
Jaws.
Jaws. All right, I'm going to pass it to Ripley here.
Cool. Hey, everybody, I just wanted to say, oh, not yet. Hold on. Okay, so before we close out our evening, Betty's just wanted to honor somebody who's been a support and a love for our team for a very long time. This person has been our mascot for the last 7 years, and then prior to that, she skated for the Betties for 7 years. She is a definite OG skater. She also captained for our team. We love her. She is retiring from being a mascot, even though she's going to continue to support us. So on behalf of the Betties, we would like to bring Leet out. Come on out here. Yeah. Derby is love, and you love us. So thank you for loving the Betties. We're honored to have you as a support. Love you. We had flowers for you, but then Lisa broke her leg. That's funny. Yeah. We're going to miss you. Yeah. In your wardrobe. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you everybody for coming out. I think Hamtramck wants to do a photo or something.